There's not enough videos about lucid dreaming and astral projection. So today on October 27th, 2022, I decided to start this channel and try to do my best to share my experience and articulate what it's like to be in these altered states of consciousness. What's up, everyone? My name is Will, and I've been lucid dreaming, astral projecting, meditating daily, and raising the sacred secretion now for 5 years. And this is my most recent lucid dream. Check it out. So this dream happened about a week ago. The first part that I can remember is I was playing basketball. I play basketball quite often in my dreams. And I stole the ball. I think I stole it with my left hand. And I started dribbling. And I lost the dribble and I had to stop. And then I had to pass it because I was too far from the hoop. So I passed it like that. And something weird happened after that. After that, it kind of like zoomed out and I was like a video game kind of view. But the pass made it to my teammate and then I woke up to pee. After I woke up to pee, I laid back down. I told myself I wanted to lucid dream. I also told myself that if I do become lucid in the dream, that I wanted to summon my higher self. So I'll do this often. When I go to sleep, I'll tell myself something that if I become lucid, do this or do that. I'll set a goal. So I set the goal to summon my higher self if I became lucid. I closed my eyes. I drifted away. I found myself inside of a high school. I have high school dreams quite a lot. In this one, I was laying back in a chair to start, holding some kind of computer, and then school ended. So school ends, the bell rings or whatever, and everybody's walking out to the front door. Now, I get close to the front door and I see my friend, we call him Bedeeps. He was there and he was putting away a ladder. So he put away this ladder though was up on the ledge. So he puts the ladder up on the ledge and he climbs up the ladder, stands on top of the ledge, and he's going to pull the ladder up. And a girl with blonde hair and a ponytail pulled back comes over to help him. For some reason, she goes up the ladder and then she falls off the ladder to this way, to this side. And she would have smacked her head really hard, but there was a book bag there. And it kind of saved her from smacking her head really hard. At that moment, me and her both acknowledged, you know, you're lucky there was a book bag there, or that could have been really bad. And she's like, yeah, I know. And my friend Bedeeps, he got scared and he just left without saying anything. Another student came over and she goes, I don't know what to do right now. I just felt really hard. And now like I kind of want to just get out of there too. So, but I didn't want to leave the way Bedeeps left. So I just told her, feel better. She said, thank you. And I left. At this point, I'm walking towards the front of the school where the doors are, where everybody else is going to leave. And I realize I'm way too old to be in school. I got to be dreaming. And boom, you get that rush and you know you're dreaming. So, right, the first thing I wanted to do when I knew I was dreaming was, I've done it once before successfully, when you just go right through a wall and pop out the other side. So I went head first through the window of the door that was leading us out. And it didn't work. I didn't go through it the way I wanted to, but the door kind of just swung, the window swung open like it was a door, and I came through it. And now we're going down the stairs and there's about 100 people there. I can't put a number on it, but there was a lot of people there. And I kind of wanted attention, so I started flying, showing them all that I could fly. And none of them seemed to really care. So what I did was I just went over to the side of the school and there were some trees there. It was nice. It was a nice day outside, blue sky, sun was shining. It was a grassy hill and some trees and no people over there. I said, all right, this will be a good place for me to sit down, meditate, and try to summon my higher self. So I sat down lotus style, and I don't close my eyes because I've done that before in dreams where I close my eyes to meditate and then I go to open them and I'm awake and I lose the dream, and it's pissed me off before, so I don't do that anymore. So I kept my eyes open and I just put out and concentrated on the thought that I want to meet my higher self, my true self. I command my higher self, my true self, to come. And it was just, boom, in the twinkle of an eye, I was transported back into the school. And it took me a second to get my bearings of where I was, what was going on. And then I remembered what I was doing and what happened. And I was in a classroom and I saw a little child who's probably about my little nephew's age, and the child actually looked like my little nephew. Do I think my little nephew is my higher self? No. But I do think that my higher self chose to take the form of my little nephew, because my little nephew is pure still and innocent. He's only 3 years old. And I love my little nephew with all my heart. So I think that my higher self chose to show me that your true self is that of which is like a child. Because I tried to talk to him after that. I said, are you my higher self? And he kind of just looked at me and gave me one of these. And then I said, all right, well, do you have any advice for me? And he said, no. And it was almost like it was annoyed with me for summing it there. Like I was breaking some kind of rule, because right after I asked it, or whatever my higher self is, him, her, I'm not sure. But right after I asked, do you have any advice for me? He said no. And then a female teacher got in front of my higher self, or my little nephew, whatever you want to call it, and kind of just like telepathically told me, you got to go. So, all right, I got to go. So I leave the school. I go back out to where the hill and the trees were. And now I want to find a dream character to ask questions from, get knowledge from, learn things from. So I look and I see right away, I see two blonde ladies that look to be in their 40s that were walking and about to cross the street, but they were stopped on the sidewalk. So I went right up to them and I said, hi, can I ask you some questions? And they both said, sure, with smiles on their face. So I'm excited now. And the first question I asked them is, what is the name of your planet that we're on right now? What's the name of this planet? And they said, well, if you mean by planet, if by planet you mean what wonder this is the wonder Lush or Loosh, one of those two, or a mix of the two. This is the wonder Loosh. I said, oh, okay. I said, I'm from planet Earth. I'm just dreaming right now. And the lady actually looked at me and she said, you're from planet Earth? Has the Korean War happened yet that changed the planet? And I said, no. And she said, well, that's going to happen. So that kind of sucked. I don't know what that's about. Hopefully I'm not right, but might as well document it anyway, just in case I am. And for some reason, I didn't ask any more questions about the Korean War. I just moved on to the next topic. And the next topic was, I asked her, can you remember all your past lives? And she looked at me and she smiled and shook her head, yeah. And she said, exactly, honey. We're just consciousness temporarily in a body. And then she goes, do you want to do a movie? I said, sure. I was like, as long as I can do it before I wake up. She laughed at me. They both laughed at me and said, no, you can't do that. I said, all right, well, I'll try to do my best to project back here. And then I woke up. True story. What if they were angels and when they said movie, they meant YouTube video. That's it for today, guys. If you like that video, please consider subscribing and liking. And to all my fellow dreamers out there, I have a challenge for you. Next time you find yourself lucid in a dream, command the dream to introduce you to your higher self, and then drop a comment and let me know what happens. Until the next time, stay lucid.